Fire the truth behind the affair scandal between Heughan and Caitriona Balfe. Hollywood is a fertile ground for love stories, and when Heughan and Caitriona Balfe were linked, all eyes were on them. For nearly a decade together on Outlander, the two became the dream couple of audiences around the world. But when intimate behind-the-scenes photos were leaked, the real-life romance rumors exploded like wildfire in the summer sky. At first, both and Caitriona kept quiet. They laughed off the question in interviews, deftly avoiding it by praising each other as great co-stars. But the media was not so easy to ignore. They dug into and analyzed every look, every touch. Some people asserted, just look at Sam when Caitriona walks into the room and you know he's in love. Then, one morning in March, a major London newspaper broke the news: Heughan and Caitriona Balfe secretly had a relationship during the filming of Outlander, the biggest scandal in Hollywood this year. The audience was divided into two camps. One side cheered with joy because of the dream come true, the other side was angry, thinking that this betrayed Caitriona's family. And while everyone was waiting for an answer, Sam decided to speak up. Confession on television. That Friday night's talk show was broadcast live worldwide. The host opened the show with a solemn voice. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here tonight to hear Heughan himself reveal the truth behind the rumors that have shocked the public. Sam appeared in a black suit, his face tense, completely different from his usual bright smile. The audience was completely silent, except for the sound of heavy breathing. Over the years, Sam began, his voice trembling, Caitriona and I have experienced every emotion on screen together. We lived the characters, loved in the movies, hated in the movies, and cried and laughed in the movies. But what people don't understand is that sometimes the line between fiction and reality is so thin that we ourselves get lost. The MC glanced at the audience, then asked directly, "Are you implying that you and Caitriona actually have feelings for each other in real life?" Sam was silent for a few seconds, his eyes brimming with tears. Then he nodded. "Yes, but the truth is not like everyone thinks. It was not an affair, nor was it a rosy romance. It was a journey full of contradictions, pain, and sacrifice." The whole audience erupted. The news immediately flooded Twitter, Instagram, and online newspapers. Fans were both stunned and curious. What exactly happened between Sam and Caitriona? The past can't be dismissed. Sam recalls the early days of 2013, when the casting for Outlander took place. He walked into the audition room and saw Caitriona for the first time. In that moment, he knew this was his Claire. "I've never believed in fate," Sam shares, "but at that moment, I really did. And from that day on, we bonded like we'd known each other in a previous life." During the days of filming in Scotland, the couple spent hours in intense love scenes. The crew recalls that Sam and Caitriona never needed many takes, because they just locked eyes with each other. And it was that connection that drove them astray. "We started sharing everything with each other," Sam says. The fears, the joys, the long nights filming in the cold rain. "I told her, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be able to continue." And Caitriona also told the crew, "Sam knows me better than my husband does." The boundary was broken. That deep friendship gradually turned into something hard to name. Late at night, after filming a hot scene, the two did not immediately leave each other but sat for hours in the dressing room, just to talk, just to be together. Sam confessed, "There was a time when I held her hand for so long that I realized I didn't want to let go. At that moment, I knew that everything had gone beyond colleagues." But Caitriona was married, and Sam was also rumored to be dating someone else. All the scrutiny from the press made him even more afraid. They chose to stay silent, but in that silence, the fire burned even more. The film crew began to notice. One member recalled, "We could clearly see them struggling." There were days when Caitriona cried in the dressing room, and Sam stood in the hallway, not knowing whether to go in or out. The scandal exploded. The story broke when a paparazzi photographed Sam and Caitriona embracing on a beach in Scotland, while they were filming season 5. The photo went viral. A series of articles appeared with sensational headlines: "Is Jamie and Claire's real-life romance real?" Sam recalled his feelings at the time. "I felt like my world was falling apart. I was afraid I had just ruined her career, her family, and my most precious friendship." Caitriona called him that night, her voice choking with tears. "Sam, we have to tell the truth. We can't hide it anymore." But which truth? That they loved each other? That they were just friends? Or that they didn't know what they were? The tearful truth. In the talk show, Sam continued to reveal, "What hurt me the most was not the rumors, but Caitriona's eyes every time we had to deny it to the media. I saw the hurt in those eyes, as if we were betraying ourselves." He admitted that there was indeed a love between them, but it was a love that was never named. "We loved each other, but we couldn't be together. We chose to keep quiet, chose to keep a good image for the audience, but the price we had to pay was years of torment." The audience in the studio was silent. Some cried. Some looked at each other, unable to believe what they were hearing. Caitriona speaks up. A few days later, Caitriona also appeared in a special interview. She wore a simple black dress, her face tired but her eyes determined. "I know many people will judge," Caitriona said. "But I don't want the truth to be distorted anymore. Yes, Sam and I had moments that went beyond friendship. Yes, we loved each other, but it was a love that could not last. I had a family, he had responsibilities, and we chose to sacrifice." She paused, wiping away tears. "The only thing I want people to understand is, Sam is not a bad person, and I am not a traitor. We are just two people, lost in the limelight and in our hearts." Fans react. On social media, the reaction was explosive. Many fans wrote, "I always knew there was something between them. It was heartbreaking but also beautiful. I'm not judging, I just feel sorry for both of them. Hollywood has robbed them of their true happiness." But there were also harsh comments. "Caitriona is married, she has no right to do that. Sam is selfish, putting his personal feelings above all else." This unprecedented debate lasted for weeks, making Sam and Caitriona the focus of global media. Final decision. After all, Sam and Caitriona held a joint press conference. In front of hundreds of reporters, they held hands, no longer avoiding each other. Sam said, "We don't know what the future holds. But today, we want to be true to ourselves. Whether the world accepts it or not, at least we don't have to run away anymore." Caitriona continued, "We may not be able to be together forever, but this bond will never be lost. That is the only truth."